Hi, you're 8 and welcome to another video. This time we're going to be concentrating on page 18 of your booklets. You could be doing this work in class, or you could also be doing this work at home. It just depends on the restrictions and everything else this year. Or in future years you could just be basically doing most of this work is done in class. You would take the page out of your booklet and we would paint on it, and then we'd let it dry in the classroom and put it back into your booklet, okay? So just one other little thing to note before we start. You can use purple instead of violet. There's violet that's been mentioned on this color wheel. It's a little bit more advanced color wheel than the color wheel we were looking at last time. If you just look at the one last time, you can see we've got the primary colors, red, yellow and blue, and we've also got the secondary colors, orange, green and purple. This color wheel actually includes the primaries, yellow, red and blue, the secondaries, orange, green and violet or purple, and the tertiary colors. So this is all about the tertiary colors today as well, okay? So I want you to show an understanding of tertiary colors, recap primary and secondary, which we've just done, color mixing tertiaries task and place them on the color wheel. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the tertiary colors. For example, if you take yellow and orange, so this is a primary, this is a secondary. A tertiary color is a mixture of the primary yellow and a secondary orange, and you get a tertiary yellow-orange. If we then look at red and we mix red, which is a primary, with orange, which is a secondary, we get a tertiary, which is a red-orange. So orange plus red, red-orange. If we then look at the blue, which is a primary, and we look at the violet, which is, or purple, which is a secondary color, the one in the middle of them is a blue violet or blue purple, and that's a tertiary. If we then looked at the red, which is a primary, the violet or the purple, which is a secondary, the one in the middle of it is a mixture of the both either side. The one in the middle, that becomes a tertiary color, okay? And then finally, if you have blue and green, so blue is your primary, green is your secondary, the one in the middle is a tertiary. So blue, primary, green, secondary mixed together get you blue-green, which is a tertiary color, okay? And then we go on to yellow-green is a mixture of the primary yellow and the secondary green. You get a tertiary in the middle, okay? So I'm not really going to be completing all of this, but what I want you to maybe look at is your yellow. So you can use, to make it quicker, you can use the provided secondary colors that are in this if you wish, okay? Or you can mix up your own. So we have, say for example, there's our yellow. So as we talked about last time, just outline the shape and try and hold your brush down to 2 little notches. And then just basically fan in your color. Like so. Okay. We're going to wash that out and use that little cloth. And then we might use our green. So we're just going to outline the shape. Like so. And then we can just fan that in. Okay, so that's our primary done, that's our secondary done. We want to make our tertiary. So what we'll do is, let's make sure that's all cleaned out. We'll go into our yellow, put our yellow in there. Okay, and then we'll put in our green. So what you have then is a yellowy green. The more you kind of use those trays as well, the first time the water will bead a little bit on your paint tray, but then whenever you use it more, the paint will provide a little bit of a key, so it makes it a lot easier to mix the colours in the paint tray. Okay, so as you can see, you've got your yellow, you've got your green, and you've got a yellowy green, which is your tertiary color in the middle. I want you to complete the rest of this the whole way around, and you can see the different colors, the difference between the colors. It's almost like color tones and hues in there. Okay, and what I would do is probably do all the primary colors first, so your yellow, your red, and your blue. Then do all my secondaries, so orange, violet or purple, and your green, and then do your tertiary colors in between. It's entirely up to you, okay? But basically the steps are: paint your primary colors first, mix your secondary colors and paint them into the color wheel, then try your tertiary colors and paint them into the color wheel. So it's a very simple lesson. Just make sure that you always hold your brush there, clean out your brush after every color, and make sure that you just outline the shapes first and then fan the color in. Okay, great. Thanks very much. Make sure you subscribe, and that's the end of today's video. Bye.